is a new Chief Executive Officer with the Kansas Livestock Association, and he joins us now, Matt Teagarden. And Matt, I guess our first time to kind of say congratulations.
Thank you. I'm really excited, honored to have this opportunity to lead such a great outfit, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Your family, of course, synonymous in the livestock industry, so probably most people in the industry are glad that it's in your hands, at least as the chief executive, that day-to-day operations.
Well, I've been humbled by the folks that have come and congratulated me, and I'm looking forward to provide some leadership, leading this great staff that we have and continuing to serve our members.
All right, let's get to it. I'm sure the honeymoon period very short because there's so many issues to talk about. So let's get to it. KLA, of course, is recognized as being the leader when it comes to setting the ag policy and really helping the direction of Kansas agriculture. And as we look at that, one of the first things is that financial house getting it in order because possible impacts on your membership.
You bet. And as we head into the 2015 legislative session, sure see some risk, at least the need to educate our legislators about the reasons why we use use value to value our ag land and not market value. And as the state, local units of government are looking for additional revenue, we sure see some risk there. And so it'll be important that we walk our legislators through the reasons behind that ag land that is taxed or valued based on its income producing ability, not whatever market value it might have. And so we'll be ready, our lobbyists will be ready, of course, down at the Capitol every day during the session, monitoring issues, watching out for our interests. But educating legislators about that piece will be important.
As we talk about that, we're just a few weeks away from that starting, but that also goes on year-round. I mean, educating only new senators, state representatives, but you know, you never know what's going to happen as we continue to become more urbanized at the State House. That's
true, and it is a process, and we appreciate. We've had a string of county meetings the last few weeks. We've had several legislators there, and it's clear to me that our lobbyists do a great job because those legislators know who they are, really value them, and we're in the education business really, and that's working with those legislators that from the urban background, helping them understand why we have use value appraisal, the sales tax exemptions that we have, why those are in place.
Not only do you educate the legislators, you educate the public as well. It seems like people continue to have questions.
That's true.
It's a never-ending process. We're talking with Matt Teagarden, the new CEO of the Kansas Livestock Association. We'll have more in just a moment. You're watching Kansas Ag Report.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. Farmers Insurance, your best protection against the unexpected. Call Agent Dan Key at 785-408-5459. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. grassandgrain.com. Blue River Traders, the finest selection of Western-style furniture for your home. BlueRiverTraders.com.
Hi, I'm Jackie McClaskey, Kansas Secretary of Agriculture. On behalf of the Kansas Department of Agriculture and myself, I'd like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Matt Teagarden, the new CEO of the Kansas Livestock Association, is joining us. And of course, at the annual meeting, it wrapped up in Wichita. Dee Likes still going to stick around. Of course, Dee very, very much a part of KLA.
Well, for 38 years at KLA, and as he said to a group this morning, that's the majority of his life. And so certainly a key part of our team and just done tremendous things. As you look back over his career, I think the thing that I value most is the culture that he has created, both within our staff and the teamwork that we have. We really work together well. But then beyond that, the relationship that we have as staff with our volunteer leaders, our board, our members in general, there's really a strong trust bond, and that's really one of the keys that I have moving forward, is to maintain that. I've got to build that myself, but during my time already here, I think we've got a good start there. The strong team, several folks with 30-plus years at KLA, just an outstanding group to work with.
Moving forward, we talked a little about the legislative process, so let's talk about other issues that are front burner that you're having to deal with.
Well, a couple things on the national side. Country of origin labeling, really want to get that issue solved. We heard from Randy this morning about what those export markets are worth, what they bring to the industry. And the last thing we want to do is two of our three largest trading partners start imposing retaliatory tariffs on us. So really have to get a legislative solution. Secretary Vilsack has indicated it has to come from Congress. So we'll be working with our delegation, the leaders of the ag committees, to get a fix.
Do you think part of that goes back to that education? Is it something that maybe not all parties are seeing it up from the same angle because of variety of maybe some built-in biases that they have?
Well, I think
I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible.
Some people come back to, well, consumers have a right to know. Well, right, I'm not sure that I'd characterize it that way. If consumers want that information, value that information, they'll pay for it. And as we look back, I just looked at a K-State study from now a couple years ago. Consumers don't value that information. They barely know it's available. And what it's done is really hindered our trading ability with Canada and Mexico, and we just need to fix that.
I'm sure the other issue is the possibility of a second checkoff.
Yes, and we'll talk about that during our policy sessions this afternoon with our members. We have already sent a letter telling the Secretary to stand down. We believe our current checkoff that has strong grassroots support is the way to go.
Well, Matt, again, thanks for your time. Congratulations. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Matt Teagarden, who is the new CEO of the Kansas Livestock Association. I'm Ken Rahjes for Agview. You're watching Kansas Ag Report.
Merry Christmas from the Kansas Soybean Farmers and the Kansas Soybean Commission.